Hello Internet friends, it's Tim Schrock from Design Build Solutions bringing you today's Tech Tip Tuesday. Today's tip is kind of unique. We're going to go through a file that someone online contacted me and said, hey, can you help me out? Going to deal with some custom roofs and a kind of unique dormer. So I hope I'm pronouncing this name correctly, Froda. This one is for you. Let's get started. All right, Froda, and please forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name. This is the model that was sent to me. Some questions about the roof here. I want to show you the elevations that I received. There is kind of a unique roof plane here. We also have a dormer window situation that from the side elevations don't show what this is going on here. So we should be seeing that. I would think out here, this is gonna go like so with that window situation. The pictures sent was that it wants to look like this. So that's kind of unique. We'll see how we can do that. First of all, I noticed some of these window walls are sloped already, even though there's no roof. And that's not necessary at this point. We'll get to the sloped walls. The roof should take care of that. So let's go into structure, and I'm going to click on default wall top height for all of these walls. I'm going to select all of the walls and just default, and that tells me, so this is that sloped or that angled wall right here. Looks like something's not quite lining up. So I'm going to use that wall. Tell you what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select all of the walls and make sure that they are default top and default bottom. And we'll do the same here. Open the walls, go into structure, default top wall height. Okay, so that's good. All right, let's go back to our elevation here. So we've got the elevation and we've got the section. This is a 30-degree pitch. We can adjust, we can make that exactly 30. We want to have 188 centimeters and 158 centimeters, even though I'm going to have to assume that the floor levels are all good. Oh, looks like 50 centimeters different. And that would make sense, 301, 351. Assuming that's going to the same height. So I'm going to say 50 centimeters. Let's see if that's what is given here. Floor is 2238 millimeters. Let's try. Okay, 2238. So 50 centimeters would be 2738. 2925. I am not in the metric. My mode of minus 2238, 687 millimeters. It's 68.7 centimeters. That's what I thought. So I'm not sure why the difference. Let's take a section here. Yeah, 687 millimeters. I'd have to know for sure what that's about. I don't know what that's about, but let's check my wall types here. And for some reason it's plywood. I'm going to leave these alone for now. Let's start off with our roof here. So let's take this section in the other direction so that I'm looking in the same direction as the section in the drawing. So we can see that this height should be 188 centimeters. This height should be 158 centimeters. With that, I'm just going to have to assume that that's what that is. And this actually is going to go through here. There we go. 30 degrees this way, 30 degrees like so, and that's where that's going to fall into. Let's close this. I'm going to switch to plan view and shift F6 to tile the views together. And can I keep this one on top? Guess not. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's see about this. 30 degrees pitch. I'm going to set this room I'm going to write down that 4,666 millimeters. Let's see. It'd be this number right here, 2428. 2428 rough ceiling. Let's see if this one's the same one. The relative number, the relative height is 2428. Okay, so I'm going to change this to 1,880 millimeters. Actually, this one would be 1,580 millimeters. So I'm setting the 1,158 centimeters here. And then over here, I'm going to set 1,180 millimeters. Let's make sure. Yes. So here's the 188 centimeters, and then it bumps up, and this is all coplanar. Okay, so this room, my relative rough ceiling, I'm going to set at the 180 centimeters or 1,880 millimeters. Okay. And then I'm going to do my roof here, build roof plane. I'm going to do a manual roof plane. Across here. And I've built the roof plane, but I haven't crossed my section line right here. So I've got to drag this over, cross like so. And now we see that here. Okay. Let's open that up. 30-degree pitch, that's great. We're going to do another roof plane over here. And what I did was, for this manual roof plane, I'm going to click and drag along the outside main layer of the wall here. Right here. So I clicked and dragged. I let go at this point, and then you click on the high side or the ridge side of that wall. For this one, I clicked and dragged here. I let go here, and then I clicked up in this direction and dragged that polyline of the roof plane over to here. And then we're going to select this ridge, and I'm going to use the icon right here, join roof planes. And you see the number 2. That's the keyboard shortcut. So I could use this icon or just hit the number 2. And when I click on this next roof plane, those two ridge lines will join geometrically where they should show up right there. Okay. I'm not sure why this one didn't. That should pull back. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to drag this over and make sure it covers the whole structure. At first, that's all I'm going to do, just cover the whole structure, and then we'll adjust it as needed. Now, when I go back, frankly, this room looks like it has no ceiling at all, right here. So let's just go into this room and structure. And that's already turned off. Flat ceiling is already turned off. So it really doesn't matter if we want to adjust this rough ceiling back to the 24-28 or not. It doesn't make a difference because the roof's already there and it is cutting that wall right here. Okay. Same with this side. Now this side, this room has no ceiling, but this room does have a ceiling. So this room has no ceiling, this room does have a ceiling, and this room should have a ceiling. All right, so let's, whoops. Why are we doing that? Cancel. Why are we doing that? Hello. There we go. All right, so this room I'm going to set back at my 24-28 millimeters. Hello, what's going on with my... I don't know what's going on with my keyboard, but there we go. Okay. And this room, 24-28, let's make this one have no ceiling. Okay. Now I'm going to adjust my ceiling planes. Okay, so this one will break and turn up here so that our fascia comes along here. I'm going to break that by hitting the brake tool down here, and once I select the roof plane, my brake tool or the number 3 key on my keyboard. Number 3. I was hitting F3. That doesn't work. Okay, now I can just drag this over like so. Honestly, I don't think I need this section right now, so I'm going to close that, and let's take an overview so we can kind of see what's going on as we work, as we change that. I'm going to select this roof plane and do the same thing. Number 3 keyboard here. And this is 564 millimeters, so we'll drag this over and make it the same 564. And then I'm just going to take this section and make it parallel to this wall by using Control D on my keyboard. You can do the same thing with this right here. Make parallel perpendicular to that section, and we'll make that also the 564 millimeters. I'm just picking 564 out of the air, so whatever that adjustment. But you can see how that now changed that shape here of the roof. Okay. Looks like we've got a very tall room here. That might be wanting to be a chimney. And so in order for these walls to go through the roof, I'm going to have to draw a polyline around the walls. And I'm going to drag that right to the walls, and then I'm going to convert that polyline to a hole in the roof. It's not a skylight, it's plumb square sides, and now that chimney goes through the roof. Okay. Otherwise, without the hole in the roof, the chimney was cutting that wall down below the roof. Okay. Lastly, here we need to figure out I'm trying to figure out what these lines are. It's just part of the fill pattern. I'm not sure what those represent, but I'll leave them there. Okay. I'm gonna break this roof around the edges of this bay and pull this back like so. And we'll drop some windows in here. And let's make them, let's say 450 millimeters. And that's a wild wall, a wild window. Not sure why that's Okay. Something about the default's interesting. The shape, I'm going to uncheck that and revert all. Great. Okay. Okay, 1796 divided by 3. 1800 divided by 3. Okay, so let's say 475. I'm going to double click on my windows and go to options. Let's say 0. Actually, I see 575 is what I want. There we go. Not quite 575. Let's make it 550. I'm going to select all 3 of these and center in that little bay. Perfect. That's looking good. Let's make them 900 tall. Let's make them 1,000 millimeters. And then I'm going to copy and paste hold position with the top height at the same as the bottom height. Okay. So they're on top of each other. Now I'm going to draw a roof, another roof plane on top of this. So I click and drag here, and I'm going to click on toward the upside. Now this roof cannot be the same pitch. Let's resize this so that we pull it outside here. And I'm going to make that, say 75 millimeters. And let's make that, what pitch do we want to make that? 20. And maybe this overhang is too much. There we go. And I don't know what height this plate is right here, so we might have to adjust that. You can adjust it by doing a transform, selecting the roof plane and transform replicate, and you can move it up or down, plus or minus in the Z delta, and it you know. So I'm going to select this ridge and hit number 2 to this edge of the roof, of the main roof. So that's quite a bit larger than I would have expected it to be, longer. So let's change that roof pitch, let's say 15. Yeah, that's more like it. And then I'm going to rejoin these. So select that top edge and click number 2. There we go. All right. Let's go up a level. There we go. So I'm going to just break it here and bring this wall back. Go to the edge of the siding. Chief will make it do the way it needs to do it, but then your the wall should have cleaned up right there. Well, it's one side or the other. It's not letting me, it's not being nice. So let's just drag this up. There we go. All right, your last question is about the skylights then. Let's select this roof plane and we're going to turn off the gutters. Oh, I need to select the proper edge. Knowing I've selected the proper edge, I can see this red handle right here as opposed to this small gray handle. This is the edge that's been selected. So when I open this, I can go to gutter and turn it off. All right, let's drop in some skylights here. These windows are 550 millimeters apart, so roof 550 millimeters wide, I should say. Roof, there's skylight, like so. Let's do this. While I'm dragging, I'm gonna hit tab, and Y position would be 550. Let's center that on this window. And this is 1000, that's fine. Let's move it right down over. If I move that over the wall, I've never done this before, what happens? Chief may not like it too much if we go over the wall, but either way, doesn't look too bad. This kind of looks like it's the wall is being, that window is too tight. Let's copy this here and copy this here. I'm just doing a point-to-point move. That might be the best way to get it here. Let's look at the picture. If you really want something like this thick, we might have to adjust instead of 550, let's say 540. Center it here, 540, center it on the window, 540, center it on the window. You might also get by with drawing a solid right there and just making that the thickness you want. We could just delete these. Let's do this way. I'm going to drag this over to here and delete these two. And then we could just draw a solid right in there like that. So let's draw that solid here. Take a section. The great thing about solids now is that I can make them whatever angle I want. So let's do this at, this is, I can rotate them. So this is 141 millimeters. Now I can rotate it. Remember, this was 15 degrees, so rotating that is perfect, 15 degrees. You can drop that right in there. Let's give it proper thickness. Let's say 50 millimeters. That's 2 inches in my world, so that makes sense to me. Let's go back to plan view and put that right where we want it, between the windows. Copy that. Put it between the windows there. And we can, you know, paint those with whatever wood you want, and then that's the look of it. Let's see, did I get it close? Here. So Froda, I'm not quite sure if I exactly followed this look of these windows with that second different pitch roof plane. That's not quite what this is showing, I don't believe, with these windows being above the roof fascia here. I would have to have a roof pitch as I've modeled here in order to have these windows above the gutter line, above that fascia. Otherwise, I don't know what. Or is that just the skylight? Is that the window in the skylight? Is that what that is? In that case, then yes, what we do is just delete these windows here. That might just be the case. Let's go back to plan view. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to we're going to delete these walls now. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? And then this comes out to here. Let's open that up. Now that we've got this one selected, this will not have a gutter on that selected edge. And let's see what that looks like here. Let's go back to plan view, because so when I deleted that roof, it deleted the skylights too. Let's go back to the skylights here. And what do we have? 1,000 and 540. What did I do? Oh, I did 100. Say 1,200. 540. So I'm going to copy this about the center window, resize this one over to that line. Yes, that's okay. I'm going to delete the original one. And then we're going to look at our camera. We've got to bring these up. So I got to the end of fixing this and found that my recording software had stopped in the middle. So I'm going to try to backtrack what I did here. essentially, I just tightened up the roof right up to the edge of this siding and got my skylight to that edge as well. But when I excuse me, when I did that, I noticed that the fascia and gutter were all missing here. So, a couple things. First of all, let me delete that, and you'll see what happened. I've got no fascia and gutter there. I adjusted the window height, took a section through here and adjusted the window height so that looked appropriate. Not that section. There we go. So these windows are right up here against the skylight. We adjusted the rafters, the polyline 3D solids there that come through there. Take a section of that. You can see those 3D solids there. And then, I just opened the skylight itself and made the frame height just, I set 0 millimeters, but Chief put 1 back in there, 1 millimeter. Then I wanted to create a molding polyline for this edge along here. When Chief has that fascia right up next to the soffit right here, for some reason that fascia and gutter just disappear. So what I did quickly was, I'm going to draw a line along this whole fascia edge, select it, and convert it to a molding polyline. I'm going to add some moldings here. I've got moldings, and this is for us, we call this a 1x8. I'm going to set this at the top. I'm going to add a gutter profile, and I'm going to select this profile here. I also want this to the top, and I'm going to move this 19 and minus 25. So it moved it 19 to the right and 25 millimeters down. Now it's way down here, so I want it up at the height of this fascia top, this roof fascia top. So I'm just going to highlight and copy this number and open this and paste that number right into the height there. Now I don't want fascia and gutter going across from trim to trim. So I'm going to select the fascia in plan view. The molding polyline technically is what I'm doing, and I'm going to hit the number 3 key and break that right there at the trim, and break it right here at this trim. Now my red selection handle is on this line, this segment of the polyline. I want to select this one right here and turn off that molding across the fascia. And there's my model. Let's look inside. Not bad. Let's drop in some wood texture. There we go. Frodo, I hope this has been helpful for everyone else. If you would like to send a model that you want to get cleaned up or figure out how to do it, contact me on my website, designbuildsolutionsllc.com. Let me know what you're hoping to get fixed, and I'll let you know how much. All right. Otherwise, click like and subscribe down there. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.